Hello everyone, my name is Benji and welcome back to Mindustry, where last time we left off here. I've done a little bit of work on the ruinous shores since we last left off, mainly adding in another silica production facility down here, just to boost that silica production because we are needing to research a lot of silica stuff. I don't really think that I changed anything else with the zone in between episodes at all. So we are good to head on to the next zone, and I think I have two open. I do have two open. I have Windswept Islands and Biomass Synthesis Facility. Now, the Windswept Islands, I know for a fact, have titanium, and I think they also have thorium, even though thorium's not something I can actually use yet. But the Biomass Synthesis Facility has an unlock here regarding our factory tree. So I'm a little more interested in the Biomass Synthesis Facility, and I'm pretty sure Biomass Synthesis Facility also has titanium. So we're going to go on ahead, we're going to launch here as soon as we have enough silica, which, again, not going to be a problem. I just have to wait until I have a little bit. And I'm actually going to up my count in this screen. Where's the new zone? Windswept Biomass. I'm actually going to up the count of everything. I'm going to up it to 1,000 of each. That way I just have enough once we actually get there to start. And then I'm also going to bonk these guys up to 2,000. And obviously that's going to mean that we're going to need to wait for a little more silica. But again, that's not going to cause any issues, because this produces, like, this zone in and of itself produces, I think it's 1.2 thousand silica per minute. So with that in store, we're already at 1,000. Very nice, very easy. Head over here, Biomass Synthesis. And yes, we are going to launch in with this core here, the Genesis. And then we're immediately going to go out and see there is no titanium here. Never mind. It's just scrap, coal, sand. So let's take a look around. Let's see what we're working with. Barely any sand. This is not going to be a sand-heavy zone. It looks like we're not going to get a lot of silica out of this place. There's some cultivators here for spore. We don't really have the ability to work with that. There's some water here for power and for drilling. And there's the additive reconstructor. So I think that I am correct in my assumption that this is the place that has access to that. I think I'm correct in that regard. So we're going to go on ahead, we're going to get rid of a bunch of stuff, and we're going to see where the enemy is coming from. Because it could either come from up here, which it looks like it's not, which sucks because there's nothing up there for us to use. Granted, there's not really anything up here for us to use either, but as you can see, this is the launch point. So let's think a little bit about how we're going to do this. So we can do power here, because there's water and there's coal, so obviously this area is going to be where we do all of our power production with the Mark II power design. There's some coal here. We'll probably automatically start that for our graphite, or actually we might use this for graphite instead, this little patch over here, and then this one we can use for the vulcanite. And then we can use both of these for silica and maybe astrolite as well, or we could just take some astrolite from this patch. Metaglass is also going to have to be gathered from this area with the drills on the sand, and we'll just figure out something to do with the sand. Copper and lead are actually going to be super duper easy to do, because there's copper, and then there's lead. In addition to that, we can actually make ourselves some flares. There's also a lot of scrap, so we could use the pulverizers to our advantage, but I just don't feel like it's really necessary. And then we can get Astrolite for ammo from this coal patch up here for a defensive line against the incoming turrets. So that's the game plan, and just like the last episode, you guys are just going to be able to see that right off the bat as soon as I get it started, because it's literally just the same thing over and over again. So that's the game plan. We're going to execute it, and I'll see you guys momentarily. Hopefully before the first wave. Alright, so we have most of everything done. We've got copper, we've got lead, we've got drones, we've got vulcanite, we've got astrolite, we've got power, and plenty of battery backups as well. And we have silica. The only thing that we don't have so far is the valvanite and the metaclass. Those are the two things that we're currently missing from our production line setup. But first, I want to see if it's at all feasible or reasonable for us to use the crusher and that whole loop. So the pressurizer takes 1 coal to 1 graphite. Then this takes 1 graphite to 2 astrolite. So that's 1 coal to 2 astrolite. And then this takes 2 astrolite to 4 graphite. So that's 1 coal to 4 graphite, which is absolutely insane. So I want to try to figure this out. So this takes 2 per second astrolite. Okay. 1 astrolite producer, the Exogenesis B crystallizer, the astrolite producer, produces 3 per second. So 2 of these would be 6 astrolite per second, which would be able to run 3 of these crusher machines. So I'm just kind of going to put this, like, I'm going to let the belt run out a bit. I'm just going to start this, like, here. And then 2 of these guys can run 3 of these. Yeah, 3 per second, so 6 total, and then 6 total. So that matches up. And then these guys, it's 1.5 per second, whereas the pressurizers do 1.3 per second. So that should, if I'm right, that should look something like this. No, because that wouldn't do it. Yeah, there needs to be a space there, like that, and then I can do this. And then I can just put a router. I can't quite put a router there. I'd have to put the router 1 back, that way it doesn't actually get any of the graphite on it. But that should do it. That should be the system. Emphasis on the word should. Also, please tell me... Yeah, the crushers require the graphite. But the B crystallizer and the pressurizer, they do not. Neither of them require graphite. So start building something else. Alright, fine. I'll just get rid of them. And then put them back. And then hopefully that just starts working. Oh, that's working alright. Oh, that is working. Look at that. That's insane. Hang on, let's get rid of all of that. Put this here. And then put another one to balance it all. And then do this instead. Because this is going to be an insane amount of graphite. Like, I'm never going to have to worry about graphite again once the whole thing here is actually working. And of course I have no graphite, so it's going to be slow for a second. And then eventually as well, I'm going to end up running out of... I'm going to get rid of that, that way they can come closer. Yeah, look at the graphite flow. Look at that. That's 3 belts, each on like 2.5, 3 per second. Yeah, that's 3 belts that are on 3 per second. Like, it can't even output it that fast. That's 3 full belts of graphite. Oh, well, that's a problem. And that's not even a full belt of coal going in. That's so efficient. That is so unbelievably efficient. Like, actually, though. Give that the graphite tag. Holy mother of graphite, that's fantastic. That is wondrous. And then the silica, this mod is so efficient. Like, it really, it's just so efficient. I love it. I love how efficient this is. And then, of course, we're currently in the midst of running out of materials. Ooh, actually, I want to make these guys farther up ahead. Then I can run my pipe like this. And it is still graphite. Well, no, it's not still graphite. It's actually astrolite now that's having an issue. And that's fine because I didn't really make a large astrolite production facility here. I just kind of made this little thing, and it's like, yeah, 3 per second roughly, and that's fine. It doesn't need to be that large. We don't need a whole lot of astrolite. However, I do see that this is having some backup issues, some overflow issues, so I might actually just stick an overflow gate on there and then do this and then just copy, paste, put one of the distributors down, run a belt all the way down, grab another distributor. Instead of putting it there, I'm going to put it here. And then I don't need that anymore, so I can route this a little bit better, which is going to make this easier to route, this easier to route, and this easier to route. And again, we don't have this anymore, which means that you can go here, you can go there, and you can go away. And now that'll evenly distribute those belts. Those belts will be fine. The overflow protects this, that way it's not constantly going to astrolite production, and it's first and foremost going towards silica production, which is doing fan-fucking-tastic as of now. Astrolite got a boost, and we have the Stellars, which shoot very slow, which is not good. I don't want them to shoot that slow, because they do a lot of damage. Let's see what kind of boost we can get from the water. Let's see if the water boost helps in any sort of legitimately helpful way. Because if the water boost doesn't help, we're gonna have a problem on our hands. And I do not want a problem on our hands. Yeah, like the crawlers are too fast. Although that did help. That did help. That did help. So we're in the clear. Do any of the... Well, the boson. What's your fire speed? Oof, 1 every 2 seconds. Not good. We want something that shoots faster, not slower. 1 per second. Let's just do some traditional vanilla Mindustry hails. Oh, hang on a sec. Never mind, false alarm. No need to hang on a sec, you can stop hanging on, you're fine. Let's just do some old-fashioned vanilla Mindustry hails. Because we have the crusher, or the pressurizer rather, that's just taking all that graphite, and then we can just have the graphite right here, and that'll be fine. Actually, I have so much graphite production here, it doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna do that. And I'm gonna move it back 1, and then get rid of it again. Ooh, now actually, hold on for real. Sneeze. I hate when I sneeze while I'm trying to record, because it's like, man, I am trying to record right now. Can you not sneeze? We're gonna do some water. I was gonna say, why is it only giving me 1 at a time instead of 2 at a time? Usually it does 2 at a time. I was confused for a second there that it was not. And then now I can do this. Ah, no I can't. Because that's gonna happen. Like, instantaneously. Yep, never mind, can't do that. What? 1 enemy? 1 enemy? Where's the enemy? Oh, it's a flying enemy. Oh no. Thank goodness I have homing projectiles. Those things are always so annoying to take care of when I don't have homing projectiles. Alright, well, if we're gonna have those guys coming in here and causing us issues, we're gonna need a little bit of a turret defense down here, which we can do rather easily, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Actually, I might buff it up just a little more, like that. And that'll be fine. Here, just for anybody out there that's like, but Benji, what if they get through anyway? Here you go. That's for you. Those guys are all yours. They're all for you. And your lovely concerned selves. No aerial units on this one. Let's see how everything does. Doing a lot better. Definitely doing a lot better. This is good. The Stellars are starting to pick up the slack just a little bit. Just enough. Just enough. And I think, yeah, we still need to do Valvanite and kilns. So I'll do that, and then we'll finish it off. Alright, so I activated the kiln, and I made a decision. We're going to try out the Fury. Because we have plenty of all the resources used to make the Fury, and we haven't seen it yet. Oh, right, they also use power. I forgot about the fact that they use power. It's fine, we'll be able to power them all. Ugh, I say, and then we immediately have a few that don't have any power. What to do, what to do, what to do? Well, simple. Just get rid of one of them. I mean, it's either that or make a hole. I think we just leave them, and they'll be fine as is. I want to see them work. Ooh. So they're like fuses, but they're powered by slag. Very intriguing. Everything in this mod is extremely intriguing. What's the matter here? Why is it all of a sudden taking in from this side? No, just do that. There. That'll be fine. And of course, the last thing that we have to do is the ionizer, and we've all seen the ionizer before. It's literally just this. Grab copper, combine it with our handiest, dandiest lead, and you're done. So, lead, copper, grab a power cable, plug it in, and that's it. We're done. Now we just have to attach the belt somehow, and by somehow, I mean like that. And with the fact that we are speedy boys in our building, not so much in our walking, but at least in our building, it's already done. And we have every single resource automated on the planet. On the sector, not the planet. I keep saying planet like we're playing Dyson Sphere. We're not playing Dyson Sphere. It's just a bunch of logic stuff. I never use the logic stuff. I never have. I don't think I ever will. Yeah, when the astrolite shots land, they're very powerful. It's just the fact that they don't really land that often. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why that is. And then I had this to help with the slag, but I think I'm going to get rid of it because turret speed is a higher priority for me. Turret firing speed. Guardian approaching in 5 waves. It's a spear oct. That's not that bad. Yeah, when they hit hard, but they do not hit very often. And that's rather sad to see, if I do say so myself. Oh, there they go. There go two. So they don't even come through this direction. They all come from up here. Wow. Okay. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna wait for the water to refill on all of this, so I'm... Actually, no, it's already full. It's already good. It just didn't look it from being way zoomed out like this. Astrolite is such good ammo, too, because it's so easy to make, and so bountiful in the fact that it's like, it's 1 coal to 2 of these, so whatever throughput you have here, you have twice as much here, at least, and then the backup is just fantastic, so it's wonderful. And 2 flares get demolished the second that they hit those scatters down there. And we have our Guardian. He's a little walking guy. I'm a better walking guy. That hurt. And there we go. Zone captured. And we have some new stuff. So let's take a look at all the new stuff we have. Alright, so it's basically just the one thing that I thought and the other thing that I wasn't expecting, but kind of got hinted at with the whole cultivators at the beginning. So, cultivates tiny concentrations of atmospheric spores into spore pods, not spore pods. Spores can produce electricity. You can use spore pods to grind up in... Where's my electricity portion? In the steam generators. Steam generators, they at least used to. It doesn't look like they do anymore, which is odd. So I don't really know what the spore pods are used for otherwise, but they use 18 water per second and produce less than 1 spore pod. So yeah, they're expensive buggers. And then we have the additive reconstructor, which is the main thing that I was looking for here. And that additive reconstructor gives us access to a whole bunch of new units. First of all of the stuff that has to do with the, like, Exogenesis, the yellow text here, have, like, disagreement names, like conflict dispute, debate, disagreement. So I think those are really, really funny. These guys are all, I don't know, Orion, Galileo, Kuiper, Oort, Court, whatever it is, I don't know. But now we have the vanilla units, the mace, the Atrax, the horizon, the poly, and the mink. So complete research titanium, thorium, complete research osmium, and I don't think we have anything that does osmium. Probably something that has to do with titanium, if I had to take a guess. Although, again, that is a guess. Research spore pod. I can honestly go on ahead and do that, so I am going to go on ahead and do that. So let me come down here. Where is the cultivator? I don't see the cultivator there. It's not there. It should be here. Crusher, pulverizer. I don't see it. And that doesn't use it. That's something else. I did research it, didn't I? Cultivator. Oh, it's in this tab. Yeah, that's right. It's in this tab. Efficiency 16205. Bro, crazy thought. And then let's go on ahead, put you into water, and there we go. Spore unlocked. Gives us the spore press, which gives us oil. Right now, oil gives us nothing. Now, spore press is right here. And now we have oil. And oil, as far as I'm aware, gives us nothing off the bat. Because we also have to research titanium and do a whole bunch of other things in order for it to actually, you know, do its thing. So, yeah, oil does us no good as of yet. The next big thing that unlocks a lot is titanium. What the fuck is lumionite? What? Okay, sure, I guess. Whatever that fucking means. Alright, so the main thing, I don't really actually need it, though, is the poly. Like, the poly is the drone. So it automatically rebuilds destroyed structures and assists other units in construction. I never use it for anything other than just being able to build faster, but with the thing that I currently inhabit, I can already build so much faster. Like, I don't really need it, you know? Yeah, I don't really need it. I'm gonna grab it just to see if anything else unlocks. No, not by the looks of things. I know something unlocked with the mace. Or not. Maybe the mace was just a tier. It was probably just a tier. Alright, well, we'll go on ahead and put as much as we can into the mink. Not the mink, the Atrax. And then we'll put as much of everything else that we can into everything else. And that's gonna be it. So next up, I guess, is Windswept Islands. There is Stained Mountains. But then after that is Windswept Islands. So those will be next time, one of the two. I'll figure that out. But for now, that is going to be it. So thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. And I will see you guys in the next one. So, this video is in the bag. Later, y'all.